0, 1. Let's get started.
Why they stopping me?
Bye, crypto bro.
What's going on, crypto peeps? It's that guy again, Ball Deep Crypto, coming at you with another XLM piece. This one's really more just about more RWAs, tokenization of assets, really kind of what I'm focused on here right now, obviously with the new wave and everything else coming out. It's really something that's going to be growing, in my opinion, and something that obviously deserves attention. So I want people to know exactly what's going on, what I'm seeing. Again, this is all a guess. Who knows? Your boy, Ball Deep Crypto, is talking to a computer. This is not financial advice. He's just telling you what he's doing. You can do what you want to do. It's your money. Again, not financial advice, just information and knowledge. Knowledge is power. Use it at your leisure. That being said, let's get into it. Obviously, another AA here. Stellar dude. The dude abides. Shout out to him. Like I said, this man's living on here. I'm just living on his dreams, I guess. But remember, when waves of ETFs come, they operate in this manner. One basket equals 10,000 shares at market price of XLM. So basically what he's saying here is when ETFs do come, they're not going to be able to buy, like say you would be able to go to crypto.com and buy XLM and buy 10 of them or 100 of them or 1,000 of them, wherever you want. He's saying these basically come in pockets of 10,000, as you can see here. The shares may be purchased from the trust only in one or more blocks of 10,000 shares. So get ready, people. When this does come and these ETFs come and they start buying these institutionally, they are going to be buying them in volume. This is a good thing. This is going to drive the price, obviously, as you see up here. Grayscale investment. We've talked about Grayscale before, but obviously, as you can see here, finding XLM in the S1, the registration statement of the filed form here from the SEC Gov. XLM is in there. Boom. You see it there. 1, 2, 3 talking about this. So as we talk about, as we know, XLM is a player. It is a compliant player. Speaking about that and on that level, we did touch on this as well. We're going to touch on it again. ERC-3643. Now, the SDF is part of the ERC-3643 Association to push inoperable, compliance-aware tokenization and unlock RWA use cases across chains. Again, this seems to be the theme. RWA, across chains, inoperability, on and on and on, layer 0, etc. This is a very, very big deal. But obviously, let's dive a little bit more into ERC-3643. Let's go. All right, now looking at it, obviously the SDF joined the ERC-3643 Association in August of 2025, so just a couple months ago. It was marking a pivotal step for non-EVM chains and compliant tokenization. Now, Stellar, known for its low-cost cross-border payments and RWA issuances, of course, as we've like to talk about, is integrating ERC-3643 to enable inoperable, compliance-aware RWAs on Soroban. Shout out to Soroban smart contract platform. Now, this means that Stellar can use, our users can issue and transfer permission tokens, tokenized bonds, or equities with built-in KYC, know your customer enforcement, bridging to EVM ecosystems like Ethereum, Trash, Polygon. I don't really know much about it, so I'm not going to say anything on it. Now, again, cross-border, being able to go from Soroban, using Stellar's cheaper, fast rails, and on and off-boarding onto these other platforms is huge for the overall growth and everything else. Now, the potential for Stellar, obviously, it unlocks institutional-grade assets for Stellar's DeFi apps, lending on Blend or trading on Soroban's DEXs, targeting emerging markets with fast, cheap rails, potentially boosting TVL from its current $500 million levels. Of course, we'd like to see growth. Now, cross-chain liquidity, like we said, via standards like Layer 0, you know, we touched on that. They have like, what, 82%? They own like 82% of the rails currently. Wow, unbelievable. And there's a video on that. Touched on that in the previous video. Now, ERC-3643 tokens on Stellar could settle DVP, delivery versus payments, trades with chains like Avalanche or Hedera, attracting TradeFi inflows from DTC-linked funds. Obviously, we want to be working with the the royal we want to be working with the DTCC, as they do $4 quadrillion of transfers and RWA transfers annually, and they are obviously the derivatives market for the stock market as well. Now, the regulatory edge is with SEC nods. Sorry, 5 in the morning. For ERC-3643 under innovation exceptions, Stellar could pioneer compliant tokenized stocks, e.g. Telsa shares, on a non-EVM rails, outpacing Ethereum trash congestion. Early pilot suggests 10x efficiency gains and settlement times, positioning Stellar as a hub. Love to hear that. For the $1 trillion plus RWA markets by 2030. Recent buzz on X emphasized that this is a game changer. That's probably from my account. No, I'm just kidding. I don't ever hardly post anything. Shit, that was all right. That was bad. All right. Now, other beyond the DTCC and Stellar, the ERC-3643 is adopted by Euroclear and Swift, so obviously two big players for tokenized fund settlements and cross-border compliance. MasterCard and Fidelity International, both big players for integrating payment-like RWAs, linked RWAs in custody. ABN AMRO and Fasanara, piloting cross-chain DVP for bonds and private credit. Chainlink, obviously, which brings it all together, provides oracles for on-chain compliance data, and the NASDAQ and ICE exploring tokenized equities with Chainlink and ERC-3643 stacks. Lots to like here. Lots to like about this. Again, this all comes back to compliance. Obviously, Stellar is about the most compliant on-board tokenized crypto platform there could be. Like I said, they want to be involved with all the players. They want to bank the unbanked, but they also want to be able to walk into a boardroom and play by all of the rules and regulations that the states, the governments, and the banks and the institutions need to be able to use to comply. This is very big. It's all in one shop. This is Stellar, XLM, folks. Stellar. You know why I'm drinking that Kool-Aid. That's all I got on this video. Again, I thank you for your time. Time is money, and you spend it here. Hopefully you got some knowledge out of it. Again, none of that was financial advice. But like your boy always says, chase a check, never chase a bit.
Bye, crypto bro.